how did the experience compare from what you had of your memories of riding as a kid and then later on riding on a tandem as a blind athlete? Was it a totally different experience? Did you feel the same feelings that you felt and that's why you liked it? What was different?
No, well, so it's a lot of, you have to give up all the control, right? Like being in the back. Well, first of all, mechanically, I had to untrain my habit of, when you're on a single bike and the bike starts to lean or you start to turn, you automatically, even subconsciously, right, like turn the bars to sort of compensate. If you do that on tandem, your pilot seat turns and you crash. So you have to completely untrain the instinct to turn your bars when the bike leans, which that really got me. Like I wasn't prepared for that at all. Wow. And then even just like the mental control, right? Because you don't shift, you don't brake, you're cycling and you hear like horse carriages and trucks and all this stuff around you. And it's just complete faith, right, in the person in front. And so it definitely took some time to get used to. And even now when I ride with someone new, even if I know that they're a good cyclist, there's always the little thing of like, are they going to remember to tell me that we're stopping at a light or, because even experienced pilots, they forget, right? You're focused on so many different things and you just forget once to tell your athlete we're stopping at a light instead of just rolling through it kind of thing. So
wow.
Yeah, it's fun, but I say that it's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah. Relinquishing control. I just hope. Yeah. Sounds great. Yeah, something fun.
Well, actually, so part of my job with the Tri team is training new sighted pilots to ride tandem, and so something that we do is actually we have our sighted pilots ride in the back of a tandem at least once, just so that they can experience it. And so, like some of our sighted pilots make for the worst tandem rider because they hate giving up the control, right? So they're in the back trying to shout directions and trying to still be in control. And, it does not work out.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, I could understand that. Are they blindfolded in some way or something as well when they're in this?
No, I mean, probably maybe we'll start doing that. I don't know, good suggestion. But no, they're still looking around, which, just, I don't know. It's good to experience, right, from both perspectives.
For sure. It's what makes a good sighted pilot versus a standard cyclist. I don't know if you have that insight in that regard, but I'd be curious if they're kind of different. The demands are different.
It's all the temperament, right? If you can be in control and you can sound like you're in control and just not panic when a situation is developing, that's everything, right? I mean, obviously it's great if you're strong or confident on the bike, all that. But just having the mindset, the unflappable mindset, right? Where it's, you can be in as sticky a situation as it can get. But you'll communicate calmly. You won't, you won't panic or do anything like that. I think the moment the pilot starts panicking a little bit and isn't clear in their direction to their athlete, that's when things tend to go a little sideways. No pun intended.
Yeah. Good one. That in the context of road racing, and you and I even talked before we went on about the concept of you would be excited at the concept of having a tandem crit for blind athletes, which
it'd be amazing. It'd be amazing.
That's something I'm terrified. I'm terrified just racing them, as is with vision. I can't imagine having to trust somebody else through there, but. Is that, I guess that is a big thing that I didn't think about is you kind of are two people, but kind of united in one in the sense that their temperament keeps you calm. Are there other things that you do to work together as two riders that maybe a cyclist like myself that hasn't ever had that experience doesn't understand?
Yeah, definitely. So like from a mechanical standpoint, it really, you can tell when people are riding, they have experience with each other. Cause I mean, even just like going through turns, cornering, climbing, standing, just it's so much coordination, right? Because, obviously the bike is one. So if both pilot and athlete can synchronize, even from something as basic as balance to, all the way up to just when you shift your weight or how much weight are you putting into a turn. Like also I'm, a larger athlete, I'm pretty tall. So some of the pilots I ride with are on the shorter side. So when we're doing 180s, which for some reason, every tandem race I do, there tends to be a lot of 180s, which on a tandem, on a 1-lane road, trying to corner a tandem at speed is a little questionable. So just getting that, the confidence even if mechanically the pilot knows exactly what to do, it's even just getting their confidence up that, yes, you know, you can lean the bike and it's not going to go down. You can really just treat it, you know, race as confident as you would if you were on your single bike, just with a tandem, you know? So, you know, everything from that to just even, you know, you are stuck together. So helping each other out. Like sometimes I'll remind my pilots to refuel or drink or eat because, you know, they're just so in it, focused on the race that sometimes they'll forget, even if normally if they're racing on their own, they'll never forget, right? Because that's their habit. But sometimes when they have another athlete behind them, it just mentally, you know, it requires so much more focus that they'll just forget. So I'm just like, yo, bro, did you eat? You know, did you drink? And a lot of times they'll say no. So, you know, it's teamwork, you know, teamwork at its very basic level.
If you like this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up.
If you didn't like this video, you can give it a thumbs down, but let us know what you would have done differently in the comments below.
If you want to see more of these videos, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want to become a faster cyclist, check out TrainerRoad.com.
Do it.